Hi there. Welcome to the Vintage Boutique. Can I help you find something? Okay. So you're looking for a jacket. Okay, is there a particular style or fabric or season? Okay. Specifically leather or denim? Okay, so some like classic pieces are what you're after. Okay, well, I can look around for you and pick some stuff out that you might like. Is that okay? Okay, wonderful. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went around our boutique and found some pieces that I think you might like. Just a warning. Um, Typically, our denim sells out like in the spring, early part of summer. So, since we are like in the dead of summer now, we don't have a ton of denim. I looked around the whole boutique and couldn't find any like classic denim jackets, but I did find a couple denim adjacent pieces that you might like. We can talk about those, but first I did find a couple leather pieces. Usually people come in to buy leather around the fall, early mid-fall, or possibly early winter. So we do still have quite a bit of leather left. So I picked out a couple pieces for you in a few different styles for you to see if you enjoy. Okay, great. So all of these, we are a vintage. So we are a vintage boutique. So all of these pieces are pre-loved, pre-worn. Some are much older than others. So you'll see I have a piece from the like late 70s, early 80s that is very, very well loved. But we have other pieces that are like from, the early 2000s, which are in much better shape. So it depends what kind of look you're going for, but I'll just go ahead and show you those pieces, okay? Okay, so this is the first leather piece that I wanted to show you. It is a black leather. In fact, all of the leather that I brought today is black. It's very classic leather color. I didn't look for any other colors of leather, but if that's what you're interested in, I can go to another lab and find some other pieces for you. But I thought if you're looking for a classic leather jacket, it's probably going to be black. So this jacket is a classic black. It has a snap collar at the top, and it also has a double collar. So it has one collar that is leather, and then one collar that is kind of a ribbed fabric. So this will definitely keep your neck warm in fall and early winter, especially if you snap that closed. Then we have some stitching down the side next to the zipper. The zipper is silver hardware, and it goes all the way up the front. Okay, and then this jacket does have pockets. It's the same kind of ribbed leather effect that we get on the collar up here. have that same silver hardware to snap it closed so you don't have anything falling out. And you have 2 pockets, one on each side. And then you have, of course, full-length sleeves. All the way to the end, that has the same ribbed effect. And then we have the same silver hardware. So that's of course on both sleeves. And then the inside is lined with just a cotton blend fabric in here. And then the sleeves have more of a silky fabric so that your arms are not ever itchy or uncomfortable. And then we also have an inner pocket here, also made of leather with that same silver snap. So you could keep some important items in here. And then we have another inner pocket here with a zipper. So lots of places to hold things. And then around the back, we just have some nice stitching detailing. To just make it look very nice and put together. So that is jacket 1. Our next jacket is very simple. It's still that same black leather, of course, but the collar is a very simple, almost like just kind of a shirt collar. Very simple. You could also put the collar up if you wanted that look, or put it down, of course. And we have a zipper going down the front. On this jacket, the hardware is a black color, very simple, blends in with the leather, so not flashy at all. Okay. Then the sleeves just have very simple cuff. There's no snaps or zippers here, so you won't get that cinched effect if that's what you're going for. Now, I didn't ask, is this, but I assume this is just for fashion, right? This isn't going to be like a motorcycle jacket or anything like that. Okay, just wanted to make sure because yes, this would not be appropriate for that at all. But it is very stylish and very fashionable. So if you just want it for looking good, then this will do the trick. So we have 2 pockets, one on each side. There's no snaps or zippers, so you do have to be a little careful about things potentially falling out of your pockets. But we have some lovely stitching around the pockets here. It gives a nice effect. And we have that on both sides, of course. And then again, we have some lovely stitching down the back to segment it into parts. And we have a little hem along the bottom. Now the inside, very simple, very silky material that it's lined with, and the sleeves and the body are lined with the same very silky material. The inside we have a pocket here it's lined with leather, but again no snaps or zippers or anything, but because it's on the inside, you probably won't have an issue with anything falling out. And you have another pocket on this side as well that is the same leather-lined pocket, no snaps or zips. So that is jacket number 2. Classic, clean, very stylish, but also neutral, right? You're not making a huge statement with it, which some people want that, some people don't want that, you know. The next one is the most vintage item. It is from the 80s, and you can see that it is well loved and well worn, definitely aged over time, but it is such a beautiful piece, so I wanted to show it to you. Now this is a proper motorcycle jacket. So I know you asked, I know I asked and you said this is not for motorcycles, this is just for fashion, but if you ever did want to ride a motorcycle, you could absolutely wear this jacket, and I'll point out the features that make it clearly that it is a motorcycle jacket. So first of all, we have that same sort of collar style with the snap at the top, and the hardware of this jacket is silver. So you have that snap so that cold air doesn't get down your neck. And then we have the silver zipper going down the front. All the way down, and the zipper is silver. Now this leather is a lot heavy duty than the other 2 jackets I showed. This jacket is pretty heavy and pretty substantive. So So even if you don't want to ride a motorcycle, if you just want to wear this as a jacket, it'll definitely keep you warm. We have some stitching along the shoulder, and then the sleeves go all the way to the wrist, obviously. We have some ventilation holes right in the armpit that are these silver grommets. So that is a really cool feature, adds to the aesthetic of the jacket as well. Then going down to the wrist has a zipper, again silver, at the wrist, so you can open it up to be bigger. We have another piece of leather in here, or you can close it and make sure, no air is going up your sleeve, so it's nice and warm. So this is really nifty if you're like wearing, I don't know, a bulky watch or a bulky sweater or something. You can unzip it, put your hand in, and then zip it back up to stay warm. So that's of course on both sides. And we also have the grommets on both sides. Around the back, we have some cool stitching along the back and the side, the shoulder and the sleeve. You don't have that same like 4/4 stitching that the other jackets have. You just have one piece of leather on the back. I haven't talked about the pockets yet. So the pockets are fully zippered pockets, so nothing is going to fall out of your pocket. They again have that silver hardware, although these zips are pretty cool. They're just kind of little circles instead of zippers. Very cute. Like that. And you have them on both sides, of course. And then on the inside, it is lined with, again, that kind of cotton blend, and it goes all the way through to the sleeves. And there is also, if you wanted more warmth, there is a piece that zips in to the body of this jacket. It's like a fleece piece. I didn't bring it, but it's over there in the boutique. It zips into the body of this jacket so that the body has like a fleece lining to keep you extra warm. But since you just want this like for the fall, I don't think you need that, but of course you can have it. Yeah, so this is just a really gorgeous vintage piece. It's super high quality leather, but it does have some, of course, aging. For the denim adjacent pieces, like I said, we just don't have a lot of denim in the store at the moment. If you really want like a classic denim piece, I would suggest coming back in the spring. That's when we get a lot more denim pieces. But the first one I brought is not denim, but it has kind of a denim effect. And it's not really a jacket, it's more of an outer shirt. So fully understand if this is not what you're looking for, but I thought I would show it anyway. It is a medium blue wash with a very classic collar, and then we have black buttons going down the front. We have sleeves with, of course, the same black buttons on the bottom. And then we have one pocket on the outside. No snaps or zippers, just a breast pocket here. And it's of course not lined. It's very thin. It's really just an outer shirt and not a jacket. But it does have that kind of denim effect, and you do get that kind of stitching along here. Okay, not interested. Understood. And then the second denim piece, this one is actually denim, and it is a denim jacket, but it is slightly more out there than a normal blue denim jacket. So this is a black denim, but it has a bunch of embroidery on it. So we have, first of all, just a normal kind of shirt collar at the top. We have these patinaed silver buttons going down, and it buttons at the front. We have a pocket, a breast pocket up here that is very small, so you can basically put like a pair of AirPods in here maybe, and that's it. But it does have a button. And then we have another breast pocket, so one on each side, but we don't have any like side pockets at all. For the sleeves, we have the same buttons at the sleeves, so you can button up the sleeves. And then we also have some buttons at the side here. So we have a little flap here at the hem that you can button or unbutton however you see fit, and we have two of those. Now, to get to the really exciting part of this jacket, we can look at the embroidery. So here on the chest, we have this beautiful pink flower. We have dark pink on the outside and light pink on the inside. We have a brown bottom in the center, and then yellow with some 6 brown dots. We have some green leaves peeking out, and then some blue flowers as well, and some yellow swirls. And we have a mirrored image on the other chest side. So the same pink flower, the yellow swirls. And then we have some gorgeous embroidery on the back here. We have some purple flowers, some red flowers, some blue big flower here. We have this yellow and brown one. We have some little pink guys. We have this yellow tulip looking one. We have this red one and this big purple one. And then we have a little blue one, some little pink guys, some blue, a little red one. We of course have lots of greenery in between the flowers, some pretty leaves, some swirling, climbing vines, a little swirl, little falling petals, another little swirl. It's so gorgeous. The embroidery is so detailed and beautiful. We have the palm front here. Okay. So, what do you think? I know this isn't exactly like a denim jacket like what you had in mind, but it is, of course, denim. It just also has lots of gorgeous embroidery on it. Okay, it's not what you're thinking, that's okay. So, did you like any of the denim pieces? You like the first denim jacket? Okay. So, you liked this one, right? Okay, wonderful. Yeah, we can go ahead and try that on. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's a mirror over there. That looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, give it a little turn. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, it's really warm. Okay, well, I'm so glad you like it. Of course, feel free to peruse to your heart's desire, but once you're ready, you can head on up to the front and Michaela will check you out. Yeah, of course. Well, yeah. Well, it was so nice to meet you. I'm so glad I could help you find a gorgeous piece. Yeah, feel free to go back to the mirror, check yourself out a bunch. No one will judge you. Okay. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I hope you find lots of gorgeous things today. And I'll see you next time.